Okay, so this one's coming from Am I Overreacting? My friend wants to kick me out after I lost my home in the LA wildfire.
Jeez.
Long story short, I've known this dude for 15 years. He's always been a little flaky, but we've been friends forever. When he lost everything, I gave him a place to sleep and live, and literally didn't charge him a cent until he figured out his life and moved out. Now I, like many others, lost my home in the LA wildfires. You can't even imagine how fucking terrible this has been for so many of us. I've literally been in tears most days. I have nothing except a car and some clothes. I've only been staying on his fucking couch for less than 2 weeks, but he has zero awareness. Suddenly, it's 3 fucking weeks, and now there's a mystery girl who has priority. I'm just sad, man. This dude was my friend. I feel betrayed. Am I overreacting here, or am I right to be absolutely pissed and want to remove him permanently from my life after this? And then there is a text message bubble between the people. And the friend says, like, I love you, but I need my space back. It's been 3 weeks. OP replies and says, dude, you for real? The fuck? My house fucking burnt down. I let you crash with me for 2 fucking years for free. Friend replies back, dead ass, I'm sorry, but the girl I'm seeing wants to spend more time here, and it's weird with you on the couch. Like, dead ass, I thank you for letting me stay, but it don't mean you can be here 2 years. 3 weeks is enough time to figure it out. Like, I get the fire was fucked. My office burnt down too, bro. But, like, we're all moving on and it's time. What about the insurance? OP replies and says, that's not even a realistic thing at this moment. It's being investigated with hundreds of other people who lost their house. Chances are I'm fucked. I just can't believe this shit. It's fine though. It's your place. But don't think that we're good after this. You literally said, quote, you can stay here for as long as you need for free. I'll get my shit out tonight. I'm literally going to be homeless. You know this. The friend replies, come on. You'll be chill. Car camping. Haha. It's all gonna work out. Trust. I'm praying for you. I already packed your stuff. No stress.
Okay. I'm already triggered by the way this guy is talking. Trust. It's all finna work out. Dead ass. Dead ass. No. Okay. He has every right to kick him out because it is his house and he doesn't, they didn't sign a lease agreement. There's no obligation here. But morally, you are the shittiest person on earth. OP let you stay at his house for 2 years.
2 years.
For free.
2 years.
For free is crazy.
That's insane.
And you are worried about 3 weeks because this new girl is like uncomfortable about some other guy being there.
Bro's house burnt down. All of LA burnt down. And all this dude cares about is getting some.
No, OP, you are not overreacting in the slightest. I would run away from this relationship. Like, this man does not value you as a person, doesn't care for you as a friend. He literally doesn't. People show their true colors in crises like these.
It's insane. I can't believe, like, you know that your friend has no option but live in the car.
And he's like, oh, you'll figure it out.
And like, car camping, haha. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Top comment, you're a worthless, spineless piece of shit. Dead ass. If he ever crawls out of the sludge he currently resides in, remind him he can go car camping, haha. Put this shit on blast to every mutual you have.
Yeah. Period. Oh my god. I feel so bad for OP. This is
Same. The LA fires were devastating, and does it like you're with a friend, so you don't have like the family support system who's close by or even there, and this friend is like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm trying to get some, so you can go sleep in your car.
That is the most selfish person ever.
After you let him live with you for 2 years.
Yeah. And
it's crazy too, because like with the LA wildfires, like I don't know, like I watched the one video that said like all the insurance companies pulled out 6 months before. A lot of people's policies got canceled because
6 months prior to the actual fires.
Yeah, the insurance companies pulled out because they basically noticed that LA is a huge fire risk. They're like, the county doesn't have enough water to put out. Like if a wildfire spread, their water reserves are low. They don't have enough water for
Holy.
it. They're not clearing the dead brush away from like the hillsides, and it's super dry. So they're like, this is just a very high fire risk area. If a wildfire breaks out here, we're gonna have to insure all of these homes. That's not good business for us. So they canceled all the insurance policies, or not all of them, but like something like 90% of the insurance companies for like the LA area canceled fire insurance because they're like, this is too high risk. Why would we insure this when it's most likely going to burn down?
Okay, on the opposite side, why would anyone live there then if they're not covered?
Well, exactly.
Like,
But that would be
are
your.
they just saying like, okay, you can live here at your own risk if there's a
Well,
fire?
they're already living there. Well, insurance is not, doesn't care about that. Insurance
That's
is,
crazy.
that'd be like us when we go to build our house, we're trying to get insurance, and they're like, you're in a very high prone flood area. We're not going to give you flood insurance because it's most likely that your house is going to get flooded. So we're not going to insure you because most likely you're going to pay $3,500 a month, and then in 6 months we're going to have to pay $1 million. Like, that's not good business for us. It's like when car companies don't insure high risk drivers. They're like, you've been in 3 accidents. Why would we insure you? That's not good business for us.
Yeah, but I just feel like, I don't know, LA is not any small town or anything. I feel like there are repercussions to them pulling out like this. Also, were the policyholders like advised, not advised, were they like made aware?
Yeah,
of
like they
the
were made aware
changes?
that like their insurance policy was being terminated, that they would no longer be insuring them. They're going to have to find other insurances or another insurance policy. But the reason that majority of them pulled out was because of like the township, that like LA, like they're like, you're not clearing the dry brush. That's a fire hazard. Your water reserves are not filled up. So if
So
fire
then it's
does
on
happen,
the
you're putting them.
township or the city of
It's
LA.
kind of like that. It's like, why would you want to live in LA when your city isn't putting the money so that you can't even get insurance? And I'll bet you before the fire happened, a lot of the people that had their insurance canceled, they were probably looking at their options like, maybe I need to move out of this area.
That is so crazy because people have literally lost their homes. Like, where are they supposed to go? It's just like, I feel like it's a lose-lose for everybody, including the city of LA. Like,
Yeah.
why would anyone want to stay there afterwards?
You shouldn't want to stay there. Like you wouldn't want to live somewhere that's a high fire hazard and you have no fire insurance. You would
Yeah.
want to move out of there, but it's not always as simple because
Of course.
you try to sell your home. Why would anybody want to buy your home? Why would I want to
course.
buy this house that's in a fire hazard area and I can't get fire insurance
Well, for the
for
people
it?
who completely lost their homes, like there's nothing to sell there. So like they
Exactly.
literally have to up and leave.
There's so many
And
people that are
guess what? They're
fucked.
not gonna go. They're not gonna choose to stay in LA. Probably like
That's why it was so devastating.
that's wow. I didn't realize that was the case.
That's why it was so devastating because most of the people that lost their house, they're not getting insurance to replace their house.
That's crazy.
And that's on like the township and the township because they made it like an unsafe place to live. And then like you would have slow repercussions, right? Like it's not going to happen instantly, but it would be like an economic thing over years. It'd be like people would stop moving to LA because they're not fixing this issue. People are moving out of LA because they're not fixing that issue. And eventually the LA wouldn't have that tax income from all the people living there. Nobody wants to live
Yeah,
there anymore
exactly.
until they would like fix that solution.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how is this like a good
It's not good.
scenario for LA? I mean, like
It's not.
as a city.
So apparently it's a bunch of political mismanagement
Yeah,
and corruption.
yeah.
So it's very heartbreaking for everybody. So many people lost their homes, and this poor dude lost his home and just has finds out his friend at the worst possible time. You can find out you have a shit friend. That's when you have it. There's an update that came 4 days later, and it said, everyone has been asking for an update. You're all so fucking sweet, and the words of encouragement have been beautiful. A kind Redditor let me crash on their couch for a bit, but today is my first official full day car living. I'm just hoping things work out. My fire policy was canceled about a month before the wildfires, as were many other people's policies around the same time. So my current state is nebulous as to wait to see what comes from this. I have no real update other than your love has made me feel an immense warmth. The sheer amount of crying I've done the last few days has been lessened after hearing some of your words of encouragement.
wow, so sad, so heartbreaking.
Yeah, I would have definitely like also put my friend on blast in like the friend circle of like, hey,
Oh yeah, this is the person that you guys
Yeah.
choosing to keep as your friend. Like,
Just so you know, like, I'm no longer
Well,
friends with this person because this
yeah.
is what they did to me after I let them sleep on my couch for like 2 years.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
just full transparency here. If you want to still be his friend, go for it, but you may be screwed in the future.
Exactly. Some toxic waste.
Extremely. Alrighty. Me?
Over to you.
All right.
What do you got for us?